Hi, and welcome back to Box Office Maniacs, and tonight I have yet another unboxing. I know, it's so exciting, and it is exciting actually because it is for the one, the only April Fool's Day. So I was a huge fan of this. To me, this is like one of the holy grails of Scream Factory's releases. This is one that I always wanted Scream Factory to bring out. I always wanted them to take on April Fool's Day. For years I was asking for this, and I never thought they were going to do it, but here you go. We finally got April Fool's Day. I think this is one of the most underrated horror films ever. I got so many things to tell you about this movie, and I can't wait to actually do the actual review for this. And the last unboxing I did, if you had watched it, was for this one here, My Bloody Valentine. April Fool's Day and My Bloody Valentine were the two that I wanted Scream Factory to do the most. And now that I've gotten both of them, I don't know what else I could ask. Because this one was on my top two. Literally, this was my top one, and My Bloody Valentine was probably my top two. Now, this was waiting for me when I came home from work this afternoon, and it completely shocked me. I didn't even think it was coming out this early, but then I remembered I got it 2 weeks early because I pre-ordered it. Okay, so let's take a look at the cover. I still have it in the plastic. I haven't opened it up yet, as you can see. It's a really weird cover. As much as I like this movie, and I know what it's about, I don't remember the film that well, which is weird for me to say because I enjoyed it so much. And I remember watching it for the first time and loving it, but that was so many years ago I couldn't even tell you, which is why I'm really, really excited to go back and watch it again. So apparently the cover has a bunch of dolls, and they're all set up, you know, like they've been murdered, which is a pretty interesting cover. Artwork-wise, it's really nicely done. The artwork is excellent on it. So on the back, you can see it's kind of pretty much a plain back. Extra-wise, it don't look like there's a ton of extras, actually, which is kind of surprising for a Scream Factory release. It looks like it has a couple new interviews with a bunch of the people, and theatrical trail and TV spots, and that's pretty much it. So it looks like there might be one big making of it. That looks pretty much like it's the only thing that's on here, which is kind of weird, but I wish there was a little bit more. But hopefully what they have here is good. Alright, so let me pull the plastic off of this and take a closer look. So the plastic is off, and here it is. It is all of its glory. It's, again, like I said, it's a really nicely done drawing, really colorful, very well detailed. You can see this champagne glass, and actually has like the bubbles coming up in the champagne glass. One of these days, I'd be interested in seeing how many Scream Factory movies I actually have. I have really no idea. So unlike the other few that I've gotten here from Scream Factory lately, a lot of the ones actually come with 2 or 3 different covers. You have like this slipcover, and then you have another slipcover, and then you have another slipcover with all types of different artwork. But this one only has the one. So it has one slipcover, and I'm guessing it's because maybe they didn't think this was as popular as something like My Bloody Valentine, but it should be. It should be super popular because of it being such a great film. Alright, let's open it up and take a look. Not a whole lot of excitement going on the inside. The disc is the same picture, April Fool's Day. And if you are new to Scream Factory, and this might be the very first Scream Factory unboxing you have ever watched, hopefully it's not, but if it is, what Scream Factory does is they will produce this really cool new artwork, as you can see here. But if you don't like this, you can always switch back to the original cover for the movie, which is what's on the inside, and you just flip around this piece of plastic here, or paper, which I'm about to do. And now you have the classic April Fool's Day poster, which I've always actually kind of liked. I think it was just a really simple poster. You know, her hair is in the noose, and she's got a bunch of her friends, and she's standing there holding a knife. It's just a really simple poster that I've always actually really enjoyed. The back of it is still exactly the same. Sometimes they do switch up the back of it with the original poster, but everything here is exactly the same. And if you like both posters, which I do, you have the best of both worlds. You have the slipcover, and then boom, you have the original cover. So that's pretty cool. And since I ordered early, I also got the poster, the April Fool's Day poster, which is the new artwork. I would have liked to have the new artwork and the old artwork too. That would be pretty cool. Overall, I think that Scream Factory was playing it safe with this one, it looks like, because there wasn't multiple covers and, things like they've been kind of doing with some of the other releases. And it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of extras, which, I could be wrong about, because sometimes they do have the one extra, but the one extra is like 2 hours long. Sometimes they're longer than the movie itself. So maybe that's what that is. Here is your April Fool's Day early. Cannot tell you how excited I am to sit down and watch this thing tonight. And I did have other plans to do stuff for tonight, but no, not any longer. Tonight's going to be April Fool's Day. So if you like this unboxing, we have a ton of unboxings on this channel, if you haven't realized that. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and become one of our Maniacs on here. So if you've never experienced Scream Factory or watched a Scream Factory movie, these are amazing. They take these films, these old films, especially like this one, that a lot of people don't remember or ever seen of or ever heard of, and they make them look spectacular. And that's, why I love Scream Factory so much. Hopefully you love this review and you will hit that subscribe button and become one of our Maniacs. And if you do, I will see you next time here on Box Office Maniacs.